Hello everyone, I'm back with another journal. This time it is a 2-signature journal. It is 5.5 inches by 8 inches. That's 5.5 inches wide, 8 inches tall. It has a 2-inch spine, of which I've added lace to, and then I've covered the back with some of the digital kit that I have used in the journal. The kit I have used is from the Journal Boater, and I've named it Pink Memento, and I believe that's the name of the kit too. The closure is an elastic lace that I've used, and I have cut that down and made it into a bow so it can be used for the closure. I've made a placket from one of the elements in the kit, and of course the background paper here is from the kit also. And I've added lace and some stickles, as well as some applique roses and some more lace on the placket that I made. And we'll go inside. This has, let's see, 68 pages. That's both sides in the signatures. And the front cover, I have a tag that I've made. This is stamped, "This book belongs to," and it is, I put a little tag, I made it into a pocket and put a tag in there. "Celebrate every day," it says. I've added a lace bow. This tag is made from paper I had left from Artie Mays and Yvonne Preston from kits that they collaborated with. And my last journal that I did a video on, I used that paper, so it went very well in here. And there may be some other things in here with that, but most of it is from the Journal Boater. Okay, the first page I have cut out. I have printed 2 pages, cut out the bow, and added that as a 3-dimensional onto the page, added some stickles. I've sewn around all of these pages, as I do in most of my journals. Some I do, some I don't, but I just feel it gives the pages more stability. Here's another element from the kit or image, and I've made a journal card from some of the backing paper, lined it, added lace. It fits right inside. And this page, well, if I can get that back in there, this page has a postcard from the kit, and again I have added lines on the back and made the pocket from one of the pages in the kit, did some stenciling here, and put that in the pocket, added lace, the top and bottom. The pocket is sewn around, as most of these are. And the next page is a flip out, and one page is lined, one is not, and there's just lots of writing space in this journal. So there's that, and that is not a pocket. Then here's a doily, an oblong doily. Here is a page that I have dyed with food coloring, and on this doily I stitched around the inside of the journal, or the doily, so you can write in the center there. And then there's the food coloring page that I dyed. Here's a lined page that is in the kit, and I think that is such a pretty page, and of course I printed on both sides. Here's another little cluster that I did to add to the music page. This is not a pocket or a tuck spot or anything. I just added it to enhance the page a little bit. It is an old song book that I got it from. And here is another little guy that I put on there. Those were things that I had in my stash. And here's another top loading pocket. At the top, I've added an envelope, added a rose for the closure, and inside there are there's some journaling cards and little tags and things that go into the kit, and that of course they can be written on. I'm sorry, go into the book, not the kit. They are from the kit. And it's the other side of that. And then here's space for writing. These are all coffee dyed pages. Here's another page from the kit. I've made this into a pocket, and there's a little flower that I've fussy cut, made into a little journaling space. And here's another tag that I've made from background paper that I've had, and I've added lace and seam binding, lined the back, sewed around this. This is part of a page, and I've added it, made it into a pocket. This is vellum that's been printed on. And here's another pocket, and some more journaling cards, a little journaling card, and 2 tags that I've added lace and seam binding to. And here is the center of the first signature. I've added a little tag there, and there's also a tuck spot on each side. And next page is a pocket. I have not added anything in there because I had quite a few. There's 48 plus tags and journaling cards in this, and so I thought that would give the new owner space to put this in, or to have to put their own things in. I'm sorry. And here's another pretty background paper. This I had in my stash, and I believe that's Blossom Arts. I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure that is what it is. And there's another little tag, ticket. The other side of the vellum. Here's another tag that I made from background paper that I had, and put some lace on, and an applique lined on the back. Here's part of a page that I've added Martha Stewart punch for decorative. Here's a double pocket, and this is another card or page from the kit that I've made into a journaling card. And here's 2 more in the first pocket here, little journaling spaces. This is a flip out that has a pocket in it and another tag. That's lined on the back, seam binding at the top, and lace I've added at the top. And the next page is a pocket that I've added lace to a journaling card that was in the kit, and then I have an envelope here with some coffee dyed paper that I've made into a little writing place to write. I've added lace to that, and I won't take it completely out. And that tucks right into there. The other side of the music page with lace added. Here's another page that can be written on. As I said, there's lots of writing space in this journal. And here's more lined paper, the other side of the colored paper, and that doily. Here's another pocket that I've added lace to, 2 different kinds of lace on this one, as well as some little gems there. And here are 3 journaling card and a couple of smaller cards or tags for that pocket. And this, I've used another Martha Stewart punch on that. That is my favorite punch, and it finally broke, and I'm going to miss that one so much because I used it all the time. And here's another little rose I've added to this pocket or tuck spot, and a little tiny picture of a little girl, and another little advertising card. And here's more paper from, I crumbled it up. Oh, this is, I think this might be Artie Mae's. And it is a document that is all written, and I crumbled it up and inked it up, and then wrapped the seam binding around it to make a pretty little space to journal on the back of that. And here is another pocket, and I had these cards that I found somewhere at a thrift store, I believe, and it said share a memory. So I am using those for my journal. I found a whole stack of them, so I've got lots of them to use. I added some trim there. And there's the last page of the first signature, and I put lace in between. Here's a pocket on this, the first page of the second signature, and a tag. Here's another pocket that, again, that's something, place that someone can add paper to or whatever they want, and have some private space there. And here are, this is a tag in this envelope. I put a little washi tape at the tip of the envelopes to give them a little more stability when you tuck them under the rose. And there's also more, a little card. Oh, this is I think this might be Artie Mae's here. And it's a triple card. Goes in there. And then here's a postcard that I have put on here, sewn around it, added some lace, and here are two journaling cards that are plain on the back to be written on. Then here's the other side of the doily that I've sewn around again. More of that food coloring dyed paper, more lined paper, and here's the other side of that. And here is another song sheet that I've added a pocket to, and a little teeny tiny envelope here that I've added. And here is another journaling card, and there's seam binding behind that. The other side of the music paper, and this is, I have seen, I believe Kelly Snow does this, a card with lace. I had done it before, but I've seen several people do it, so I think it's a pretty common thing to do, is add the lace and cut out the circle and add the lace, cut out two pieces for the tag so that it's it all is neatly tucked in there. And that says choose joy every day. And then I put some seam binding and an applique on the tag. I thought that turned out really pretty. Here's another tag from the kit, and I put a little lace tab at the top of that. Another tuck spot with another journaling card. Here is another page, and here's a belly band that, here's Hope, and I believe this is Blossom Paper Art also, and this is, I'm not sure who that is, but that was in my stash and I thought it went well in there, and I put a little cluster of lace and various things on here. And this, I added a flower. It says never look back. And here's the other side of the vellum, and a doily, this time a round doily that looks like it has wanted to stick to the oh no, I'm sorry. That is a pocket. I have made that doily into a pocket. I forgot I did that. And here is the little journaling space that I made for that. And here is the center of the second signature. I've added some paper there with the Martha Stewart punch. And here's the other side of that doily as a pocket. And I've added more paper to write into that. And added some paper at the top and lace and made it pretty. And the other side of the vellum, these are little, it's a stamp that I have that I got at Tuesday Morning years ago. And I've stamped it out. It says notes. So those are little journaling cards that I try to put some of those in each one of my journals. Sometimes I forget, but there's another one there. And here's a Tim Holtz die cut flower. I've added lace here. Another page. And here is an element in the kit. And I put lace around it. And there's a little number 62 and some gems, and it's a flip out and gives you lots more writing space. I thought that turned out pretty. More writing space there. I've just added lace to this side of the song sheet. Pocket on the other side and two more tags with tags at the top. And here is the other side of that page of the lined paper and the plain. And here's the dyed paper and the other side of that doily. Here are two cards. One says Rose, and I'm not sure, this is not from this kit. I had that in my stash and I thought it went very well into this journal. And this is paper that I've had, scrapbooking paper that I've had, and I made a tag out of that and added the seam binding for a bow and added a flower here that I think is an Artie Mays flower. Here's background paper, and I've added gems sewn around the pocket. And here is another pocket. This time I have something in this one. I put paper in there for writing. And here is another pocket with tag from the kit, seam binding and lace added, sewn around the pocket. Here's lace with the applique that comes in a roll, and that's on top of the lace. And here is another tuck spot with a journaling card from, again, the kit. And that is the last page. And this is the letter that I always include with my larger journals. I have some smaller journals coming up very soon that I don't add the letter because these are my small thoughts journals that I'll be showing, and so I'll explain that then, but there's always a letter in these. And that concludes this video. I hope you've enjoyed it. I thank you for stopping back, and I thank you for all of those who have subscribed, and I hope I get some new subscribers as well as some comments, and let me know if you like the video and the journal. And I do have some more, and we'll be back with more. Thank you so much for taking time to watch and to listen, and we'll see you next time.